Good morning. Welcome to Granny Fit 100-Day Challenge. I thought today, I have big goggles on today because I couldn't find my glasses. I have a magazine here that my daughter encouraged me to give. She says it's called More, Mom. It's Canada's magazine celebrating women over 40. And she thought I would find it very encouraging. It has pages and pages of beautiful women who are over 40 telling their success story. And for most women over 40, I was just going to give you a taste. I don't know if you can see this, but a taste of the kind of pictures they show. These are women over 40, looking fabulous, giving their success story, telling about how they made a new start over 40, started a new business, wrote a book, started an exercise program. That's what I'm doing. I figured that can't do much of the other stuff, but maybe I could do the exercise. And so she's not going to be encouraged by this book, Mom. Mostly it sits in the little basket in my bathroom where we have magazines by the toilet, so if you're there for a while, you got something to do. But once in a while, I find a gem in there. I'm always researching about food and nutrition and health because I worked in a health field. I did home care, working for what was once called Red Cross, and did palliative care and dairy care. And I worked in a mental hospital as a counselor, doing mostly geriatric kind of care. So I've always been interested in everything to do with health and body, and that's why I became a sexologist. But once in a while, most diets don't work. They're just a way to sell magazines and articles. Once in a while, you come across something good. And today's gem is titled Body Mind, Food That Fights Belly Fat. And I thought, because we're doing this 100-day thing, and this is like the area of focus for me, I need to firm up my middle, which is typical for people, in my age of life. Just to make it brief, we need to include more of, let's see, tomatoes and cooked tomatoes, stewed tomatoes, tomato juice and stewed. I do my own tomatoes, pick them out of the garden, they're organic. I have this little thing that grinds them down into juice, and I bottle them in a jar. And so drinking that juice, and there's no additives really, other than a bit of lemon and a little bit of salt to preserve it. Very little of both, and it's wonderful. But if you can get hold of some good organic tomato juice, it's amazing what's in there. And you can probably go to internet on the internet, look under More, and they have a website. And this is what month's magazine? April's. This year's April's. So it's fresh off the newsstand. And you can probably get this article and read it. The next thing they say is Alaskan pollock, and we've recently started appreciating Alaskan pollock before I even read the article. It's very inexpensive source of fish and omega-3. And they say mushrooms, but I'm not a big fungus eater. But there's other things you can have besides mushrooms that contain lithium, which has been shown to strengthen the immune system, the ability to fight off infections and disease. And the next thing is raspberries. And we grow a whole grove of raspberries, blackberries, all those kinds of berries, blueberries along our driveway. And I bagged tons of them this year and been putting them in my smoothies. And those are good. A cup of them a day is more than half of the recommended daily vitamin C. And then the awesome avocado. And so the avocado is healthy. Fats in avocado can help to lower your cholesterol. And then with the tomato, I forgot to tell you, it's the lignin helps lower the risk of certain cancers and age-related muscular degeneration and cataracts too. Anyways, and with the Alaskan pollock, of course, less than even 1 gram of fat per average serving, and of course we know fish is full of omega-3. There was actually 2 bonus articles this month. The next one was No More Bloating. It seems like the new fad diet is a celiac diet. Everybody I know suddenly is allergic to wheat and grain. And the Canadian food guide says we have to have 5 of these fiber products a day. So I worry about people who are not eating these things anymore. And they say, don't worry anymore, no more bloating. 75% of all women experience a yeast infection, and 9% of these are caused by Candida fungi. And apparently, your system is overloaded with yeast, and it causes your body not to be able to process wheat. So you think you're celiac. So they suggest that you have more cinnamon and more, let me see, what's the other thing here? I see a picture of it, but I don't know what it is. But anyways, they also say you can go to your drugstore and you can get a product that has these in it. And it is extreme food zebras. Okay, I don't know what it's called here. I should underline it or highlight it. The cinnamon is really high here. Well, I'll have to get back to it. I'm wasting time when it's supposed to be exercising here. But I thought it was interesting that they connected to yeast because in my research I studied a book called The Yeast Infection, and indeed so many of the things that we suffer in our life is around our health and our emotions is related to an overload of yeast in our system. So it's really good, and of course sugar feeds the yeast. So it's really good to cut down on those things. I pulled a muscle today on my back. I always exercise a little bit before you see me because I'm trying to get my 100 in, not just 50. And I was trying to do my belly crunches without putting my hands on the ball. So I was doing it like this, and because this thing's so bouncy, I'm trying to hook my toe under something so it doesn't roll into my other machine here. I have to take my shoes off. Toes won't hook. And I have bare feet. Okay, I was doing it like this, which is the traditional way, and trying to bounce that ball back, and I disappeared. And doing it without supporting myself with my hands. And because I haven't been doing that, and my muscles all through my back and my rib cage here weren't really prepared for that, and I haven't had enough fluid this morning. If you get leg aches, and back muscle aches and muscle spasms easily, often, not always, often, it's a lack of sodium in your body and also a lack of water. If you're not drinking enough water, you'll find that you'll have more problem with cramps in your legs and your back muscles and so forth. So I got up and I had some lemon and ginger after I wobbled off my ball from doing my belly crunches this morning. And so I'm only going to do 10 because I don't want to pull that muscle again because that'll really put me out of whack for the day in the spring. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I go too far, the ball tries to roll away. 8, 9, and 10. There. So I thought I'd just attempt that again to not let it defeat me. I shall not. I shall overcome. I shall not be defeated by a cold muscle. So I had a good large glass of lemon and ginger, and then I had peanut butter and honey on my multigrain bread. I make my own bread because I want to make sure that there's no additives, and even a lot of the wholesome breads that are sold have things in it that my body would react to. When you get older, when you're a grandmother, your system gets more sensitive to things, and it could be the yeast factor. But anyways, I use oats, and I use wheat, and I use rice, and I use a lot of seeds and grains that I grind. I was blessed with a it's a grinder of some sort. You dump the seeds in the top, you turn the handle, turns the seeds into flour. I'll have to show it to you someday. So I grind a lot of my own grains, and I make my own bread, and I don't use sugar, I use honey. And this time, because it was a multi-grain, I wanted to look a little darker, so I added the molasses. And I use eggs, and I use milk, light milk, 1%, when I make my bread. So the bread is wholesome, like a slice of bread, it's like a meal. I haven't been counting, so because my back is sore, I'm just going to get a sweat up today. I set a timer, so you might hear some ding, 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 ding at some point. Oh, wants me. Squeeze. How do you feel the muscle in my back hurting when I do this one? So I'm going to go a little slower. No point in incurring permanent injury or semi-permanent injury. This time of year when I love to garden, I don't want to start the season with back injury. Oh, my obedience ones. Picked up some wood. Okay. And for my friend Nathan, it's his birthday. He's, I think it said 45 on Facebook. And I have to step back because I'm disappearing off the screen here. There we go. One. I'm just going to go up and down this way first, and I'll do my 4 touches. 2. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. There we go, Nathan. That one was for you. And then everybody knows, of course, if you do this, it'll also help. You see what I'm doing? I'm scissoring like this. Also helps tightening up the arms. I guess you do it till your hands go numb. No, I'm kidding. There we go. That should be a good enough workout for today for a lady with a sore back. I'm going to do these. Maybe it'll pull that muscle out. Knee pop, did you hear it? There, 1. 2. 3. There we go. Now let's see if we're ready to bend down. Let's see if I can get that back stretched out. So that is my focus today. Gotta stretch it up first. Now we stretch it down. I'm going to go in increments. That means we're just about done. So I just want to remind you, this is Granny Fit 100-day challenge. And remember my husband's little power message is get fit and stay fit. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget your 5 W's. Wake up, wash up, work up, wholesome food and beverage, and worship. I'm going to do a few more of my stretches. And I'll carry on for a few more minutes when you're gone. And get that muscle worked out. And so I'll be back tomorrow. And I hope you are too. Have a great day. And this is Linda, your Granny Fit Fun Fit Exercise Coach. Be blessed.